it's AMIRA. How are you? I'm here for the National Scrapbooking Day Challenge for Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft. Now, National Scrapbooking Day falls on Saturday, the 6th of May. Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft is having a month-long challenge where each of the design team members, so myself, Suzanne, and Lolly, will be introducing a theme or a challenge for you to participate in. Anybody who enters our teams, and mine is called Team AMIRA, will go into the draw to win a prize, and then out of everybody that enters, there will be one person drawn for a major prize. So I really hope that you go ahead and join my team. I'm so excited to be bringing you this challenge, but before I show you what my team challenge is, I just wanted to talk a little bit about scrapbooking and the concept of National Scrapbooking Day. So scrapbooking is all about memory keeping, and it has been done traditionally in a 12 by 12 size, and I started off doing that and I found that it was just too much for me and I couldn't keep up. The size of the albums is way too big for me, and I just couldn't get into the embellishing and all the layout, and I found 12 by 12 to be such a large size, and I can't just put one picture in a big page, and it just wasn't my style. And so what I have discovered was that scrapping, or I don't even want to say scrapping, I want to say memory keeping, or memory keeping is probably a little bit better for me. So what I found out was memory keeping was so much better and so much more my style in a traveler's notebook style. So I have my New Year's resolution was to do monthly books like this and document my daily adventures in them. And so it is the month of May, so I have 5 beautiful traveler's notebooks that are full of pictures. Well, the May hasn't even started yet, but May is done, and we'll be getting into it pretty soon. But I've got 5 beautiful months here that will be filled with pictures. Plus, we went on holiday in April, and I have one dedicated just for my holiday here. So I found that memory keeping in this style of memory keeping in this way is so much easier for me. So when we say National Scrapbooking Day, it doesn't necessarily mean the traditional scrapbooking. It just means get your photos and document your memories. It's as simple as that. Just find a way that works for you. So on to the challenge now. So Team AMIRA's challenge will be a mixed media canvas scrapbooking style challenge. I am so in love with this piece. It is a 9 by 12 canvas that I bought for $1.70 at Spotlight. I did some mixed media on the background. This is really important to me because this captures a time in my life that's really special. So this is 3 times that we went to Bali: 2012, 2015, and 2017. Every time we went back there, we did something different, and it was just such a happy, it's always a happy time going on holidays for everybody. So what I wanted to do was just document the memory, and I thought that the collage of all 3 occasions was just gorgeous, and I can't wait to put this up in my house so that every time I walk past it, I'm just reminded of good times with my family. So I'm hoping that this inspires you to make one of your own. Now, it doesn't really have to be a canvas. It can be on canvas paper or in your journal. So I have some examples here of ones where I've been working and having a little bit of fun. So for example, this one's done on canvas paper, and I could just imagine a a whole journal made in this way. Once again, it's still documenting memories, and it's still artistically using your eye and your palette and your stencils and dyes and stuff like that. And here's another one. This is without using a photo, and just using up some of the embellishments, washi, etc. And yeah, this is me just continuing to play, and I'm going to do a separate video on how to make these backgrounds. So yeah, so this is our team challenge. Stay tuned for a tutorial on how I made this, which is coming up next. So I start off with a canvas that is 100% cotton, and it's primed with gesso. I've just got some photos there that I'm putting to have a look at placement number 1 and number 2, colors. The most important thing is colors at this stage, because that's what I need to guide me through what the background is going to look like. So I go for colors that are blue from the ocean, a little bit of purple from the outfit that I'm wearing, and then a little bit of green from the greenery that's in the rafting photo. So what I do is I put the paints down on my mat there, and then I spray with water and make it really, really watery, and then I apply it with a paintbrush, and then I flow it around, as you can see here, both with the tilting of the canvas and with spraying of more water. Now you'll find that there's a puddle there, but that's okay. I don't waste anything here. I've just got another piece of canvas paper there that's that I've added tissue paper to, so it soaks it up really well. You'll notice where you apply is where it's the lightest. Where you've sprayed with additional water, it gets lighter, so you'll just have to remember that. And make sure you dry it before you apply the second color. I flip over the canvas here, and I'm doing the same thing, applying a whole lot at the top, and then letting the water bottle spray bring it down. Now, I'm not a very big fan of drips, so wherever it looks like there's a drip mark, I chase it away with some spraying of water, and so it just looks like more like a flowiness more than anything. This is the stage here where you have to dry really well. You start seeing how the layer underneath comes through, which I love. I love this stage. So you just have to make sure that this is really, really, really dry, because I'm about to do something in the next stage here. So what I do is I flip the canvas over and I soak up all the water droplets, both blue and purple, and you see like concentrations of droplets, and I love how that looks. So I dry that. I dry it from really high because, as you know from using your dryer, as you can chase away droplets. So I dry it from really high so that the droplets stay basically where I want them. So adding the last color here, I love this color. This is like an aqua teal, and adding it just strategically in areas where it looks good. And then more spraying, more mopping up. Don't waste anything. And I just love this collection of colors. Make sure you dry it really well. On to the next stage. So I grab some washi. I get 3 washis, and I just choose more color. I coordinate them with the colors in the picture. We're wearing red helmets and red life jackets in some of these pictures, so I pick mainly red, and then I also pick a black one. Now, as you know, the sticky of the washi is very flimsy, and on a canvas it's not going to stay, so I use some gel medium here, and I make sure that it is down for the count. And I'm applying it with a palette knife. Now, the next thing I do is I've got some texture paste and some stencils, and I love this here. I just add a little bit of texture. And then I use this scale type stencil, and as soon as I pull that off, I know I don't like it. So while it's wet, I just scrape it away, and I go back to using the same one, which is the chevrons, and I think that that's makes it a little bit more symmetrical. I also made sure that I used it over the washi just to add extra layers, and make sure that is good and dry, and make sure you don't cook your texture paste either. So allow it to air dry for quite a long time. Okay, so here I've got some die cuts from a Sizzix set called Scribbles and Splat, I think. This is just die cut out of a whole lot of different colors. It doesn't matter what the color is. I just want it there so that it creates texture in the background. And I'm applying it with some gel medium. And so the first thing I'm doing is just making sure that there aren't any bits sticking out, and that they are well and truly embedded into that background. And then the next thing you're going to see me do here is I'm kind of like doing like this up and down motion, and then I'm within the squiggles, and then I'm sort of creating valleys and peaks with the palette knife. Basically, I don't want a smooth surface. I want a very, very bumpy surface, so that when I do the next stage, which is the ink spraying, the ink gets trapped in some of the areas. I'm applying now, I'm just dry brushing some gesso to get rid of the color, and just to, I don't know, homogenize it a little bit better. And yeah, it's just dry brushing. So I'm tapping the paintbrush on the lid before I apply it to the canvas. Okay, I've got some Heidi Swap color shine here, and I choose the blue color because of the blue background that I used, and I just spray, and then I allow it to dry within the texture that I created with both the gesso and the gel medium, and it looks really amazing. I love how the blue looked. The purple is the Diane Reevely, and it is so bright that I had to use some water here just to move it, because it was too intense, and I think it would have ruined what I was going for. So I used my paintbrush and a little bit of water, and I just I dispersed it, and I like how that looks. I'm going back with some navy, so some really dark Heidi Swap shine, and I just wanted to add a little bit of darkness. It looked a little bit pale, and so I wanted a little bit of dark spots, because in the photos there are dark spots, which is the rocks and a little bit of the trees are a bit dark. I also added some gold up in the corner there, and I added some perfect pearl mist, which also creates this nice like luster, and it makes it look really dark. I love how the gold spray goes over the chevron as well. I also do the same in the bottom corner. I just want it to be really dark. You'll see in a moment how this works. You think at this stage, oh my goodness, it looks like such a mess, it's so dark, but it goes on dark when it's wet, but it really lightens up as it dries off. It looks really lovely. The luster of the perfect pearls just makes it look almost antique-y. So it's really good. So I've just got that scrap canvas there that I'm picking up all the Heidi shine and all the perfect pearls mist, so that I don't waste any of that. And make sure that is good and dry. Okay, so here we go, and you can see now what I was talking about with the dark spots. The dark spots correspond really well in the top there with the trees, and then in the bottom, because we're against that rock face, it just looks really good there. Okay, and then what I begin to do is, I guess, add the embellishments around the photos. So this was after a while. There's lots of stopping to dry, stopping to renew the battery. So this was after a little while. I was in the mixed media background zone, and then I came back to this, and I was like, what am I doing? And I grabbed this pack, this like, I think it was Aloha pack, I'm not sure, just of all these Holiday Island embellishments, and I started just putting them here, there, and I didn't I end up taking most of them out because it just kind of looks too clean and too fresh. I like the holiday sign, so that goes up straight away because that tells me or reminds me that this was our holiday. But I didn't want it to look like you just slapped on some flowers and then that was it. I wanted it to actually go well with the story. So what I end up doing there, I like that the hexagons up in the top there, and I'm applying some gel medium here, just putting some things down. I add gel medium underneath some of these pictures, and then I make sure that those sentiments are going on to each of the pictures. So the sentiments say, oh, the places you will go. That's really good. Seriously cool. I really like that because we had a great time rafting. And then with love on the other one. And I even took away that leaf. That didn't look good there. I'm trying with a little bit of coral there. I think I like that because it just adds a bit of texture. So I put that behind the flower. And then I found this nice little embellishment that says the best things in life are the people you love, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. So I add that to the bottom left hand side underneath the raft. So just adding, just cleaning up that section there. I then go off and find some nautical embellishments, wood embellishments, and I add them here just because they kind of fit with the theme. Trying to get rid of some of the things in my stash, and I thought I could get away with putting them here, so I did. I put the anchor up at the top, and then I put the butterfly on the left hand side. That looked good because it went with the blue and the greeny aqua color. And then I found here's another one of those squiggles and splat die cuts, and that looks really good. It just adds another layer underneath this love wood icon. So I decided to put that down with gel medium, just kind of caking it down. I love palette knife work. It's kind of fun and soothing in a way. Now comes my oops moment. So this holiday sign that's up the top here, I found a little bit of hessian in my stash, and I thought, oh, I wish I'd put that underneath the holiday. The hessian has this raggedy edge that looks really like cool, like it's got movement, like this. I wish it was underneath the holiday, and I tried to take it out, but I couldn't. I tried to put it elsewhere, and I just kept thinking it needs to go underneath the holiday. So I grab my scalpel, my X-Acto knife, and I slowly start to tear this away. It is down and good from the gel medium, but I really wanted it underneath there. I didn't want to destroy it, so I slowly, very carefully worked at this. And I did get it off, and I got it off in one piece too, so I persevered with that one. So there's actually another one which was not so mangled, and I used that one instead. I'll use the other one later, but I used 3D foam tape just to give it a little bit of height underneath that hessian, or over that hessian, and I think that looks so much better. I don't know, to me anyway. So then I've got little bits of hessian, so I roll it up into like a ball, and I apply it to the bottom. I don't put it at the top there, I did put it down the bottom, and I did add a little bit more hessian at the bottom there, and there's the rolled up bit, and then I put a little bit more there underneath the flower. And then I put it there at the top. I lost a little bit of footage in between there because my battery went flat. So yeah, so that's it there, you guys. That's the whole process of making this canvas. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you give this a go. Mixed media scrapbooking on a canvas. I think it's a a wonderful way of displaying your art and having it around the house, and I think it's a great conversation piece. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out the details in the description box below on how to enter the challenge. Have a great day.